Hey guys! So for today's video I thought that I would talk to you guys a little bit about eyelash extensions. A lot of you in my last video were asking me whether my eyelashes were eyelash extensions or if I had just mascara on or false lashes. Yeah, these are eyelash extensions. I got them on about a week and a bit ago, and I'm actually getting them off on Monday, so that's why I thought I would film this video. For any of you guys out there who want to get eyelash extensions, I want to give you my honest review on them so you will know ahead of time going into it an opinion on it that you could take into consideration. Basically, I got not the glam set, I got like one down from that, so it's basically like they don't do all of your lashes, but they do the majority of them. And I also got the volume lash in the D curl. So there's a C curl, which is, or maybe I got the C curl. I got the not as curly ones. There's two options in the curl, a C and a D. I'm not sure. I think the D curl might be the curlier one, and I got C curl, which is like the smaller one. So it's not as curly, but it's still curled up a bit. And I also got them in the volume lash instead of the regular. So the volume lashes are just thicker, and there might be multiple hairs attached to them, which goes onto one hair, which kind of just makes your lashes thicker in general. And I am getting them off on Monday because I actually don't like them that much. I know you guys are probably like, what? Eyelash extensions are amazing. I'm gonna give you some pros and some cons on these so you guys can take them into consideration if you decide to get them done. So the pro is it's really nice. You get to wake up and just have like glamorous lashes. One of that is that you're always kind of watching how you sleep because you don't want to sleep on them. That's what ruins them and gets them all funky. Like, you have to be really careful with them. You don't want to be like laying funny on your pillow with like them squished or like anything like that. And then as time goes on, mine were perfect for like the first couple days, but then as your natural eyelashes start to grow out, they start going weird directions and they don't really go back where you want them to go. Like, you could try and brush it out or like brush them into place, but it doesn't really work that well. I've tried to brush them like every day and kind of put them where they should be, but they still kind of go back and they just get kind of irritating after a while. And then my other con of them is that you can't really like wash your face the way that you're used to. You're always kind of like looking at, like, you don't want to get them too wet because getting them wet is what weakens the glue and kind of like makes them go a little funky. Like, if they get wet, obviously you have to shower, so if they get wet it's not a big deal, but like you're always kind of conscious of that and you're always kind of going every way to not get your eyes wet, which is annoying because then it's just like when you wash your face you can't do anything to your eyes, and I find that almost really like unhygienic. Like, I just want to like splash water on my eyes and like wash them almost, and I can't, which is really annoying and it feels kind of like gross. Another reason that I want to get them off is because you can't really do makeup that well with them, because with the eyelashes anything that has oil in them doesn't work, so you can't use any product or anything that might have oil in it. So I've been trying not to wear as much, but I'm the kind of person who loves doing their eyeshadow, and I love doing winged liner, and I love playing around with my eyeshadow and matching it to my outfit, and I just love winged eyeliner, and I miss winged eyeliner so much. Winged eyeliner with eyelash extensions is basically impossible. I mean, you could probably put it on, but then the whole aspect of getting it off, and you can't use an oil-free makeup remover, and you can't scrub at your eyes because you can't wipe like this, right? If you wipe like this, all the lashes are probably going to just pull out, which is really bad because you'll lose a lot of your natural lashes if you do that. So you can't like get it off. I feel like if you were the kind of person who just wasn't really that into makeup at all, like say you just weren't really into doing your eye makeup and you just want to just wake up and be like, all right, I'm done, I think they'd be great. But for me, makeup is very therapeutic and I love doing my makeup, so I actually don't like them, which is annoying because I spent basically $100 getting them on because I thought I was gonna like love them. I mean, I knew they would get a little funky, but I thought they would get funkier like within the 3rd week, and we're not even at 2 weeks yet, and I've already had a lot of them fall out and also just go a little crazy. But now I'm just going to zoom you guys into my eyes so you guys can kind of like see it better. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a lot so you could kind of see them better, but if I go a little bit closer, I'm not sure if this will focus properly, you can kind of see how they've gotten like a little bit funky. So you'll see some certain hairs but it almost looks like they're like ready to like fall out, and they almost feel like they are. Also, they hurt sometimes. Like, if you're like rolling over, like I found one time at nighttime I rolled over and like pushed on them like up, and there was like certain hairs that really hurt. Like, if you're just going like this, it doesn't hurt, but like in this area it's really sensitive. And I know that this just isn't just where I go, because I know multiple people who go where I go and they love there. So I know this is kind of like a personal thing where I'm just not really a fan of them. I'm really a fan of when the hairs start going in like weird directions. If you could like see some of them, they go kind of weird, and like this part over here, there's certain hairs that have like moved and like attached over here. It's kind of like weird, and I'm not used to that. And natural lashes don't do that. They just kind of like go where I want. When I curl them, they all just go straight. They don't go like on them. And yeah, this is only just 1.5, like not even, yeah, 1 and a bit weeks of having them on. And you can see how they've already, like, a lot of them have came out. They're kind of like more sparse. I can already tell that, which is kind of annoying. Another thing just to add to that is I've noticed that they've started to droop as well. Like, as my natural lashes are growing in, because these are so heavy, they're starting to like almost like droop down, like they're pulling my lashes down, which I don't think would be good for them in the long run, having like that pressure downwards on your lashes. So yeah, my final review on eyelash extensions is that if you are the kind of person who's going to do the upkeep with them and you don't like wearing makeup that much, I would recommend them. If you have the money to go get them filled weekly instead of putting it off for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I would recommend them, because I know people that go and get them like fixed every week and they look perfect all the time. If you don't like wearing makeup as much, I would highly recommend them, because they are really nice. They look great when they're just done. They really open up your eyes, all that. They're great. But if you're the kind of person who really likes doing like a lot of makeup, and you like playing around with your makeup, and you like washing your eyes, and you just don't like to worry about something where it's almost like you're always kind of like thinking about them and worrying about whether or not they're gonna like fall out, or they're gonna get weird or whatever, I would not recommend them for that, because that's me and I'm not a fan. But I hope that this video was helpful for any of you that were hoping to get eyelash extensions or were thinking about getting them or anything like that. And I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye! So I went ahead and applied the rest of my makeup, and I'm just going to give you guys my overall first impression of this foundation.